It's been a little while since we have talked about and covered NBA ratings. Last time I did, a few NBA diehards tried arguing with me about it. This guy is crazy. NBA ratings are surging. The NBA is as popular as it's ever been. I replied to one of the comments at the time and said that they were obviously listening to the mainstream media. If you regularly watch opinion based shows on ESPN or FS1 or listen to sports talk radio, you would think tens of millions of people across the country watch the NBA. Turn on Woke Take with Stephen A. Smith on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday morning. Most of the time, they're leading with the NBA, probably talking about Kyrie Irving and his vaccination status, because that issue is so important. Skip Bayless. If Skip Bayless isn't incessantly talking about his Dallas Cowboys, he is showing off his obsession with LeBron James or maybe even Kevin Durant. There is this misconception that because the NBA is popular on social media, because they have a lot of social media followers, social media views, that it must be popular across the country. It must be mainstream. Just because LeBron James has over 100 million social media followers does not mean that it translates to television ratings. I'll show you that here in just a second. NBA defenders will say that television ratings don't matter anymore. Television ratings are all that matters. Leagues make the bulk of their money off of broadcast rights. It makes it kind of difficult to command billions and billions of dollars in broadcast fees when ratings have been in decline for years. The NBA is the most protected league in America. Bobby Burak over at Outkick, he made a great point today. He dug up old clips of ESPN personalities from 2017 and 2018. At the time, ratings in the NFL were suffering a little bit because of Colin Kaepernick and all the kneeling. Multiple experts at ESPN predicted that the NBA would overtake the NFL in popularity in TV ratings. You know, it must be nice to be that fucking ignorant. Ignorance really is bliss. Sometimes I wish I lived in the same utopia as these people. Bomani Jones, Jalen Rose, your resident dumbasses at ESPN, they claimed that the NBA was going to be the new ratings king here in America. Not only has the NBA not become the ratings juggernaut they predicted, the NBA continuously loses to fake wrestling and TV ratings, or sports entertainment, as they like to call it. Outside of the playoffs, bowl games in college football are absolutely meaningless. They're a waste of time. It's nothing but a cash grab. There's absolutely no point in 95% of these college bowl games. Who cares about the Jimmy Kimmel Bowl? Not only that, why is there a bowl named after Jimmy Kimmel? Does anyone care about this guy anymore? His late night show has been struggling in the ratings for years now. The only late night host doing worse than Jimmy Kimmel is Jimmy Fallon. But that's only because Fallon is in the deep end of the woke pool and Jimmy Kimmel is with his floaties waiting around in the shallow end. But let's get back to the question. Who cares about the Jimmy Kimmel Bowl? Well, more people care about it than care about the NBA. The must see matchup in the Jimmy Kimmel Bowl was Oregon State and Utah State. I don't know about you guys, but I could not contain my anticipation of this exciting matchup. Outside of Corvallis and wherever the fuck Utah State is located in Utah, no one gave a shit about this meaningless game. Besides, of course, the 2.9 million people who watched it, which was 600,000 more people than watched the highest rated NBA game last week. Largest audience the NBA drew, Warriors Knicks on ESPN, 2.3 million. Here we are again, with Steph Curry being the top draw in the NBA. But it seems even the popularity of Steph Curry can't save the league at this point. There's been too much damage done to the NBA's image. Most of that damage caused by the self proclaimed king himself. LeBron James, the man with over 100 million followers on social media. Only 1.9 million of them bothered to watch Lakers Mavs on ESPN last Wednesday night. Now, I'm not a mathematician, but I think that's around 1%. I'll say it again, a large social media following does not translate to television ratings. Now, how do NBA ratings compare to this point in 2019? Last time we talked about this, all I heard about was NBA ratings are up 20% over last year, which, as you guys know, is not a fair comparison. The NBA set record lows last season, but in their defense, it's hard watching the NBA without fans in attendance. 2019 is a fairer comparison. Compared to the largest audience the NBA drew at this point in 2019, ratings are down 18%. Last week, Chiefs Chargers on NFL Network drew 2.8 million. Now, the game was also broadcast on Fox. Overall audience was nearly 18 million. Saturday night, Patriots Colts NFL Network, 7.3 million. Now, I bring the NFL Network up for a reason. NFL Network is a premium channel. You have to pay to have access. NBA TV is as well. You have to pay for access to NBA TV. Ratings on these channels are going to be lower than what you would see on ESPN, TNT, or broadcast networks like Fox and CBS. Now keep that number in mind. 2.8 million on NFL Network for Chiefs Chargers. Keep that number in mind. NBA TV is available in 54 million homes. The largest audience they drew last week, 408,000 for Warriors Pacers. Knicks Celtics, two of the premier franchises in the NBA, 221,000. Now compare that to 2019. Largest audience, 585,000. Smallest, 355,000. I know I talk shit on the NBA regularly, and it seems like I don't like it. I have it out for the league, but that's not the case. I like the NBA. The NFL, the NBA, they're the only two sports I watch on a regular basis. I want to see the NBA do well. I wish I could come on here and tell you that the NBA is fine, it's healthy, it's popular, but it's not. It's not. We have to be honest here. The NBA has become a niche sport. They have a group of about 2-3 million diehard fans, people who will watch every night. Everyone else waits for the playoffs, if they even watch the playoffs. Last 2 years, the NBA set record low playoff ratings. It's not just meaningless college bowl games that's beating the NBA. It's not just sports entertainment. The NBA is getting beaten by ice road truckers and some show called Fixer to Fabulous on HGTV. Fucking HGTV is beating the NBA. Let me show you the level the NBA is at right now. Now, these shows are not necessarily beating the NBA in the ratings, but they are competing with them on the same level. Women's college volleyball on ESPN2, the PGA PNC Championship, which is a father-son golf tournament, the Challenge on MTV, which is a great show, by the way. I've been watching it for 20 years. But you guys get the point. NBA ratings are not healthy. This is a league in decline, and it's been in decline for several years with no one trying to resolve it. The media, they continue covering up the fact that less and less people give a shit about the NBA. Adam Silver doesn't have a solution. LeBron James? Maybe LeBron James is trying to bring people back in with his stance on the COVID and the vaccine mandates, but it's too little too late. The sins of the past have caught up. You can't spend 2, 3, 4 years telling a large portion of your audience that they're racist and expect them to watch. People don't forget. Ratings on NBA TV are similar to the audience that the WNBA draws. That is how far the NBA has fallen. Yet it seems no one cares. They just keep trudging along, getting their ass kicked by the Jimmy Kimmel Bowl, pretending there's not a problem. There is a major problem in the NBA right now. Now, it's going to be interesting to see the ratings tomorrow. Christmas Day, biggest day of the NBA regular season. Problem is, they're competing with the NFL tomorrow. Now, that will be the excuse the media uses if ratings are low. But that is just the symptom to the real problem. The real problem, very few people care about the NBA, and they're doing nothing to solve it. All right, let me know what you guys think. The NBA is getting their ass kicked by meaningless bowl games and damn near everything else on television. How can they resolve the problem? Let me know what you think. Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, KC_BTL84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys tomorrow.